deep understanding of another is a demonstration of empathy, where you are able to see the world from their perspective. Seeing the world from another person's perception gives you the ability to understand why they may be behaving a certain way and why their actions make sense to them at the time. Empathy is an important factor, bright hearts, in communicating your ideas in a way that makes sense to others. In addition, it helps you comprehend when others communicate with you. Empathy is a foundational building block for any social interaction. But bright hearts, how does one get empathy? Does it magically appear out of thin air? How are you to understand what another dear soul is feeling, if empathy doesn't happen immediately? Each of you has the capacity naturally to empathize with others. Because you are naturally emotional, you are able to experience the emotions another person may be going through. You may not have paid much attention to it at the time, but whenever you have watched someone fall, or hit their thumb with a hammer, or do something else that was painful, you may have winced as you were understanding emotionally that they were hurt. Or when someone has a hearty laugh, it is hard not laugh as well, it is contagious. Both are examples of displayed empathy that is natural. Unfortunately, bright hearts, empathy does not run the same in everyone. A few dear souls do have outstanding natural empathy, where they can just look at someone and know how they are feeling. Then there are the dear souls that have just a little bit of natural empathy and might not recognize that you are angry until you begin to yell. For the most part, bright hearts, most of you are in the middle of being outstanding to having just a little and only fully understand how another person may be feeling once in a while. You can increase your level of empathy towards others, which increases how well you understand their feelings and needs by practicing and becoming more aware. One of the best ways to become better at empathizing is by understanding yourself better. To understand why another dear soul acts the way they do, you first need to learn how to empathize with yourself. It sounds hard, doesn't it? When you are able to accept your own emotions and understand them from a deeper level, you will be able to understand others better. Have a little faith in yourself as you learn about your emotions and empathize with yourself, and trust that through your thoughtfulness, you can learn to become more understanding in regards to how another may be thinking or feeling. Being able to understand others tightens any separation hindrances and brings people together. There are some dear souls that consider understanding to be more important than loving the other person first. That is not to say they don't value love, but being understood is a crucial aspect of your developing self. No one enjoys talking with someone when the other person displays a lack of concern, not being present, or assumes without understanding. Each of you deserves to be understood because each of you have so much to offer that is equally important. The more you understand the person you are interacting with, the easier it is to be with that person. There is a nonverbal aspect to every interaction that requires attention. This is where you notice the body language, the tone of voice, if there is pitch or depth to their voice, if the person is fidgety, and so on. By a simple observation, you gain so much knowledge without the use of words that is demonstrated through gestures and small actions. Bright hearts, when you say I or my excessively, you miss the opportunity to understand the we and our. Remember, you are not your emotions, you are not the objects you own, you are a loving dear soul who has the capacity to feel and to understand what another dear soul is going through, and you do this by opening your precious heart and letting them in. You drop your guard and accept that the person that needs understanding is human and is hurting, or has something important to share. You have faith in yourself that you can embrace this dear soul as you embrace your whole self, and has the inner knowing that they too are a child of God and He loves each of you infinitely. It is positively understood that the link between love and understanding is close. The bright heart that understands also loves, and the dear soul that is being understood feels they are also being loved, and the person that feels that they are being loved finds comfort because they know they are also being understood. You may not know what tomorrow will bring because the future is not promised. What you do know is what is occurring in the present time, and with that knowledge you still go forward, trusting and having faith that each step you take will work out for the best. As you continue to move forward, add being more understanding as part of your repertoire of skills that you bring to every direction, twist and turn life may bring you to, and share the love that is within you that is meant to be shared. I am Archeia Lady Faith through Julie Miller.